So I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about the PMC. Just brainstorm, give my thoughts for it. I mean, as you guys are probably, I would hope that you're already aware that, these are not necessarily courses that are within the classroom area, but it's conversation starters, it's general information that you guys need to know and, all of that good stuff. But when it comes down to the PMC, a private military company, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of what's going on in the world right now. And I believe that I reach a certain audience of men out there that, we can't do something normal. It just doesn't work out. Like, I have no desire to go and work somewhere at all, no matter how much money. It could be hundreds of millions of dollars. I have no desire to do the corporate thing, though we will have to do business endeavors like that at some point, given that a lot of us are in crypto, so on and so forth. Nonetheless, we are entrepreneurial, but that's different. I'm doing it by my own standard. But I want you guys to think about the fact that a lot of us we have this restless warrior spirit that today's world demonizes, that today's world criticizes, that today's world suppresses, especially in, the people that look like you and I. And so, I just want to bring the private military company to our example. In fact, it was brought to my attention by someone else that is building one. And when I really thought about it, I was like, this is the future of warfare. It's always been warfare, but I believe in times going forward, it's going to be the future of warfare, because governments are no longer even in control of their situations. What do I mean by that? I mean that we're existing in a world right now where, like, governments are not in control of the army. Governments are not in control. Like, let's take America, for example. America's not even run by the government. It's run by these corporations. These corporations buy out. Why else do all of the Congress and Senate, why is their collective net worth hundreds of millions of dollars when their base salary at the most is like 200K a year? It makes no logical sense. And then when we look at the lobbying, when we look at, all these fundraisers, when we look at these select individuals, and then even collectively their collective net worths, we will realize that corporations have already owned all of this. And another thing I want to bring attention to that I saw somebody else say is, they were touching on the same thing, essentially saying corporations are in control of the government. But they were like, think about it. We're supposed to have three branches of government. Most governments do. And that fourth branch that has appeared in the modern world today is one that is not voted on. The rules are not voted on of that, and when we really dive into it, you got to understand that private military companies seems to be the next play. Why? Because mercenaries were once a thing way back a long time ago, but they are still a thing today. They're just called private military companies. Now, they do have different rules and regulations under international law, but we've seen many of them break that, so that really means nothing. But corporations have the funds to facilitate and really back private military companies. So I think that, it's really important for us to pay attention to this, because a lot of us have that restless spirit. A lot of us don't want to go on to go get the piece of paper, go to the institutions, do all of that stuff. We aim to live a different kind of life altogether. And I think that a lot of us are coming into our own, and I think that, there's not a great representation of us. And in fact, the individuals that are fighting for us, the individuals that are doing the right things, do not even have any kind of physical backing or anything like that. And, that's not really their role within all of this. I believe that we've been chosen for that. I believe that we've been chosen to be those individuals that will die for it without hesitation, because in fact all of us don't really have anything to lose. I say it often, there's nothing to lose and yet not much to be gained either, at least externally. So internally we yearn for the cause, and there's no greater honor than dying in the battlefield, in my opinion, for that which you believed in. And so I believe that, we've been chosen to do this. And like I said, it's really just food for thought. We're building, we're doing a lot of different things right now, facilitating a lot of different endeavors and accumulation and building this ecosystem. But I think that this could be a vital part of the ecosystem, for all of us. And I think that when you really take into consideration what it is that we're collectively going through, I mean, many of us really have nothing to lose. So why not? In fact, like, I have no problem with dying for everything that I get on this camera and tell to you guys, because of the simple fact that, yeah, there's nothing to lose. So, I'm operating under the philosophy of, it is what it is. I'm gonna give my all to it. If I die in the pursuit of it, if I die protecting it, if I die in the midst of it, it is what it is. Just give my grandmother everything inside my safe, and that's how I'm coming with it. I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys are also coming at that same way. So yeah, I believe this is the best next move for us. But I'm very interested to see what you guys think, and we'll just move forward from there.